In order for us to talk about those things in life that we consider meaningful, we must first talk about those things in life which are essential. And what is essential in our life are lessons that we take daily. For from daily lessons, solutions may be drawn. Listen daily. Listen daily to our podcast. It will bring you light. And from light, love. You are the podcast. You are Daily Solutions. All right. Hello once again. My name's Graham, and I am the only one here. You start to get a little stir-crazy after a while when you're the only one in the studio answering questions about float tanks. I don't know if that's a documented neurosis or something, but it should be. Anyway, we have another question today from you, and it is there a best time of year to open up a float tank center? Either a best season or a best month? Yeah, I think there is. I think there's a pretty acceptably good time of year in general to open up. When we were opening Float On, we opened October 17th, and I think that's like pretty darn near perfect, and we just kind of lucked into it. I mean, that wasn't pre-planning on our part or anything like that, but especially for here in Portland, but largely everywhere, you'll see a general attendance dip in the summer, kind of universally referred to as the summer slump. And even in places that are kind of hot year-round, you'll see a little bit of a dip, especially in June and again in September. Maybe not as much during the main hot months of the summer. But for places that have hard winters or just long winters, when it starts to get sunny outside, attendance in float tank centers just kind of naturally drops off. I think a lot of people want to be outside on trails or out on lakes or rivers or oceans, and not like in a building, in a room, in a box, inside their own head, like literally the most inside that you can possibly be. So summer tends to be a big drop-off, and similarly and very predictably, winter, and specifically December, is a really strong time of year. So December, for a lot of the float tank centers I talk to, tends to double their general sales for a month. So, and certainly the case with Float On, and that's pretty much all in gift cards. So we'll do the normal volume of sales in a month just in gift cards in December, in addition to all the other floats that we're running. So December is always just a huge month for us. So that kind of sets the parameters for what we're looking for an open date, is stay the heck away from the harsh summer months. And our first summer felt like the first winter or something over here from the Pilgrims. We're just like, man, if we can survive this first harsh summer, we'll make it through. So yeah, avoid the harsh summer and open in time to take advantage of the kind of influx of December gift card sales. So yeah, for us here in Portland, the kind of summer heat winds down late September going into October. And of course, December is always in December. So, opening sometime in that October-November range, at least for the Portland area, is ideal. And for most places too, sometime in there, September, October, November, I'd say that's really the best time of year to open if you can. And the problem with that we keep seeing is construction just tends to run over when you're opening a float tank center. So if your goal is to open in October, November, it's just a really common story for their contractors to run late, they missed an inspection, whatever happened. And now that October, November opening got pushed back to December, January, which then got pushed back to January, February. And all of a sudden you're opening in the beginning of the new year. You kind of missed some of the winter sales, and now it's the longest time period that you'll have between when you open and when the next December will roll around. So, as far as actually opening your doors and doing business, certainly getting open October, November is the ideal. But nowadays, I kind of recommend people plan on opening for more like maybe June, July, and then like when things almost inevitably do run long, you kind of accidentally end up opening in the best time of year anyway. And if you open during the light times of month, treat it like a soft opening. You might not bring in as much immediate revenue as if you had just opened straight on the ground running right into the fall months. But again, way better to kind of plan on opening a little early in the summer months and then, stagger your way into December than planning on opening close to December and just missing it all together. And I think it's just trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the best time of year to open. Definitely let me know if the trend is different where you are. Again, certainly places that have hotter summers or hotter winters in addition to hot summers tend to see less of that summer dip, but almost everywhere that I've talked to, there still seems to be some kind of decline that happens especially around June, September. So if you can avoid that, all the better. And yeah, again, if I'm totally wrong, go to floatanksolutions.com/podcast and let me know all about how things work differently where you are. And we will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully with an AshCon hot in tow. All right, is that even an expression, hot in tow? I started saying that and I was like, I don't even know if that's a thing. Anyway, I obviously need AshCon around, so it'll be good having him back. And good having you back listening to us tomorrow. All right, for reals this time. Bye, everyone.